We've got some of the actors and stunt guys rehearsing some of the fight scenes for the upcoming movie.
We're swinging on ropes and having full tilt martial arts fights.
I love it, man. This is kind of really, what it's all about,
It was pretty intense action and wire work.
Gunfire and explosions.
Some of the fight, you've got Chinese versus Chinese. Some you've got Western guys fighting Chinese. So we're trying to break up the style a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting.
It's just kicking off now. All hell's going to break loose soon.
Be Mike.
My name's Mike Lambert. I'm the fight choreographer on Mummy 3, and this is what fight choreography is all about. Everybody's different. Everybody moves differently, and sometimes, some people are more natural than others. We just got to try and find out each individual's strengths and weaknesses and try to work with that and try to bring out the best in that person, Honestly, the energy levels for me, you've moved up a gear. Good. Last week you were in second gear, now we're into third gear. We're trying to do just a little bit of everything, really, what looks good on camera. Some kicks from taekwondo, some wushu style kung fu moves.
Energy, ready, and action!
Lynn's character is more wushu, obviously she's Chinese, so she's like more wushu and Floyd martial arts. Rick's style is more, obviously, he's not going to be too fancy, it's raw and ready. Yeah. Maria, that's Evie's character, she's a little bit more refined, so she's a little bit experienced in martial arts, but also she's got a little bit of street fighting as well.
And Alex O'Connell.
And then Alex, which is played by Luke Fobb, he again is a little bit stylish, but again with a little bit of his father's sort of raw street fighting style mixed in.
As soon as I got the role, I had to start my martial arts training, so we went through a massive process of cardio, weights, and martial arts fighting for about 5 days a week for a good 2-3 months, and then down to 3 times a week just before filming, so you don't do any injuries.
My goal on this picture was just to be committed to not hurting myself in any way. So the best way to do that is to strengthen the muscles as best you can.
I did the sword training for a month in advance and the weapons training. And when I did the weapons training, the weapon guy was like, "Oh, you're good." I worked for a couple of weeks on wires. I loved it so much. I felt like Peter Pan.
Prepare to die!
We literally had 4 hours to shoot this whole sequence where I have to fly off of a curtain into something else, jump on a desk, do a handless cartwheel. And we had like 5 minutes to shoot the last thing, which was a flip off of a chandelier. And on the first take, I got it. Hey, did it look good? I watched the take back because everyone was laughing. I was like a little kid. I was like, oh my God, that was so much fun.
We're setting up for the big rope swings. Whenever you have to put the cameras in odd corners and stuff, you usually know you're on the right track.
Today we're swinging Alex and Lynn off the scaffolding and they take out 2 of the bad guys. Meanwhile, Brendan will dive off onto the floor to retrieve his guns. A fight starts between Evie and Choi at the same time. Alex is beating up Wilson, one of the other characters, so it's all happening in this sequence.
Yeah, this was my stunt. I'm actually quite nervous. The first big stunt I've ever done in my life, so hopefully it turns out really good.
Okay, now, action.
It's the climax of the Evie Choi fight, and what's going to happen is Evie's going to climb, and we call it a monkey climb. It's almost like a pseudo wrestling where she climbs her, wraps her leg around the neck, hits with an elbow, and then throws in some boxes. That's a pretty good gag.
Yeah, there you go.
So it should be pretty cool. Check it out.
Beat.
Set, 3, 2, 1, go!
Really good job. Believe me, when you see it on camera, it's really violent.
Oh, that was, for me, that was fantastic. Looks like Choi's not going to get up for about 3 weeks.
This is the part where Alex drops in from the top mausoleum part into the actual crypt. So we're just doing a gag where we'll suspend him above one of the horses and release him. And then the fight starts. We'll have Ming doubling Lin, and she's going to be bouncing around the walls, generally beating Alex up.
Probably the most interesting bit about it is that Luke's fighting the assassin, who he thinks is a male ninja, but then a little bit later down the line, whips the mask off, and then lo and behold, it's a woman. So that's probably the most gender-bending sort of secret in this fight.
Lin is a girl that's immortal. She has a responsibility to protect the tomb, to protect the evilness that could come out of the Emperor if he was to be raised. And that's how I get involved, because here I am not thinking what the consequences of me opening this tomb are.
This is the last battle between Ziyuan and the Emperor. It's like they've been waiting thousands of years to finally live or die. This is it, the moment.
Lin's mother is played by Michelle Yeoh. We always imagined her in this role. We started talking about who could play the villain. Jet Li was the first person that came to mind.
Two great icons of Chinese cinema going head-to-head for the first time. In this part of the world, they are gods. They're in the pantheon of cinema. So to see the two of them together is quite wonderful. Very exciting for me.
For my part, the whole movie, that's the most exciting day, you know, fight with Michelle. She's one of my best friends. It's amazing, you know.
He's fantastic. Always was, always will be. And he's just so accurate, which really makes it, you feel safe when you fight with him.
We're having a fight sequence with Jet Li and Brendan Fraser. It's the Battle of the Titans. And you pull out the blade and it's fused.
I pull it out fused?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I hear it's a good script. I should read it sometime.
Ready and action! Cut! We did well on the first quarter of the fight, of the Jet side of the first half. Now we're doing the Brendan side of the first half. In round one, the Emperor is the winner. In round two, Rick O'Connell is the winner. The Emperor has to use tricks to get himself out of the mess.
Rick's studying a form of it's like an Israeli martial arts called Krav Maga, and it's basically a real, like, practical sort of street fighting art. Very short, sharp, direct moves like A to B.
Krav Maga is a system of combat defense. If you think of it as a triangle, you go to the problem rather than let it come to you. When someone's going to strike you overhead, you go to the problem. Block, counterattack.
You walk up into it, towards the light, and the crane will follow.
Jet Li, he swings an arm at you, and it hit the fringe of my hair for the first time. And, you know, I thought, that was close. So we were gonna go for another take, and he swung the same thing again, and it hit the hair again. He's that precise. He knows exactly what he's doing. There's really no margin for error in working with him. He'd come over and he'd sort of poke my chest and make sure I was wearing a chest pad, because it's gonna put a boot into me.
This time I also have a fight scene with him. He's a very tough guy, very tough, very strong.
Be Marker! Be Marker! Mark!
Two movie icons, both known for their physicality. So the idea of a big, real, brutal, exciting mano-a-mano fight between them, I think is cool. And something you haven't seen before.
Fighting, it's a dance, really. It's a performance. We're creating something that doesn't really exist.
We're just trying to find original ways of doing moves that we've seen before, but trying to shoot them differently and perform them differently. but hopefully every little fight will have something special that'll make the audience go, oh, that was cool.